Konrad.
Representing Hong Kong, China.
Und für Hongkong, China, KAYLIN.
Fencers, please get ready for the bout.
Fechter, macht euch bitte bereit für das Gefecht.
Now, the second semi-final here, Emili Conrad from Ukraine could join her teammate in the final. She's just 17 years old, world number 55 at senior level already, but she's up against the red-hot favourite, the defending champion representing Notre Dame University. It's KAYLIN from Hong Kong, China. She's going to the World Championships in Tbilisi. The individual event is taking place in Georgia next Tuesday. It's not even a week away. Say had a big scare in the quarterfinals. I mean, a really, really big scare in the quarterfinals. We're underway then for the second women's individual EPEE semi-final. Emili Conrad of Ukraine on the right-hand side, the youngest of the four in the semi-final lineup at just 17, taking on KAYLIN. Both with senior international experience. Though, the much more experienced senior fencer. She's a reigning Asian champion. Won the Doha Grand Prix. That's one of the three prestigious events in women's épée through the season. A tier 1 event, if you like. Anything bigger than that? Well, the Asian Championships, the Zonal Championships, the World Championships, and of course, the Olympic Games. Conrad no stranger to the podium, though, as we are now in danger of passivity being called. We've got a couple of seconds, and Mesh Heshkov, the Danish referee, immediately hands out the passivity yellow card. They fall into a slightly different category to the other penalties in fencing, but basically those cards are there to encourage the fencers to actually hit each other, because sometimes you can use time as a tactic. So as I say, Conrad's no stranger to the podium. She was a bronze medalist at the Under-17 World Championships last year. And you can see that she's got the same sort of patient approach as her teammate, Semenko, who's already gone through.
On garde. Distance, s'il vous plaît. Tous les deux. Merci. Prêt. Allez.
Well, we're coming to that time again where we've had a minute without any fencing, and this is the second of the passivity cards, and it's a P red, which means the score will advance to 1-1. Both fencers get a point. Benefit effectively from the other one not scoring a hit. But it means now that the shot clock is ultra, ultra, ultra important, because if this happens again, will be the winner, because she's the higher ranked fencer on the piste. So now the onus is on Conrad to score points, and look at the direction the fight's going in. Conrad now pressing Tay. So the first official, legitimate score registered by the scoring apparatus. Shot clock no longer an issue in this period because we've got less than a minute left, so Conrad probably will back off here a little bit and not push too hard. And they do indeed let that one run away. So, a cagey start, but the most important thing here is that we've had our 2 passivity calls, and that means we cannot have another passivity call. Pressure is now on CONRAD. Tsay can sit back and effectively react to what her opponent does, and that is the kind of fencing that Tsay likes. She's ultra patient, and she's got a deadly change of direction as well. She likes to operate off the blade, so beats her opponent's blade quite a lot in the high line. 4 and 6. 4 is like a windscreen wiper going across the body. 6 is a circular movement, like a washing machine. Down the other end, well, the reach of CONRAD will come into play, but the story of the first period is Ms. Hershkov handing out not only the P yellow cards, but the P reds as well. We cannot have another minute of passivity. Well, we can, but CONRAD will go out if we do. So CONRAD's going to have to press here, and that is not particularly what she likes. She likes to operate from distance and lure her opponent in. CONRAD now has to press in this second period. 2 apiece, but with 2 passivity cards called, CONRAD cannot allow a minute of no hits. The key thing here, though, is the next hit is absolutely crucial. If CONRAD gets it, she's in the box seat. And she does, and that's a beauty. Beat on the blade, disengage going underneath it, faking to the high line, going to the low line. That's a lovely hit to take the lead. Well, the shot clock now is against Tsay. And we're under 20 seconds. Tsay now has to go for something here, and she does. She's almost prepared to take that double. She's going to have to push again, because fancy that CONRAD is not going to take any risks here. And with 1 minute and 50 seconds to go, Tsay is going to have to go for this. Tsay is in a little bit of bother here. If CONRAD scores again on a single light, Tsay, she's going to be in trouble again. She was in trouble in the quarterfinals and battled her way back. Well, you can see that Tsay's being very cautious with that sword arm, keeping the guard low, her hand covered, because CONRAD has got a deadly flick to wrist. Oh, that was close for CONRAD. She just couldn't get her blade released. Tsay's got her on the back line now, and that's why. Pinned her in so that she could find a beat on her opponent's blade to knock it out the way long enough and then go for the flash attack, the arrow attack. How close they were. So now, still the shot clock in play, because we started with more than a minute on the clock, but we flick back to CONRAD being the one under pressure. CONRAD must score before this period runs out. Oh, there must be a hit. Taking her time, and that is the danger of having an obvious tactic. You have to pressure your opponent if the passivity calls against you. Same thing again, but now the shot clock is no longer in play because we're inside a minute of this second period. Conrad looking like she's decided she's going to let the clock run out, have another opportunity to talk to her coach. She's poised and ready just in case Tsay decides to launch something. But I can't see the experience, say, KAYLIN of Hong Kong, China doing that. They're going to let the clock run down and go to another minute break here. The third hit that Conrad scored was a thing of beauty. She took the advantage, but Tsay's experience has got her right back into this. She's in the box seat here, Tsay. Now that she has the lead, she can play her game, lure her opponent on and work off quick attacks into preparation when her opponent gets too close without doing anything, getting her opponent's blade out of the way. Tsay in control. Conrad now needs to play a game she doesn't like. Her A game is play at distance, lure your opponent on and try and flicker at distance. She's got a great deal of extra reach over Tsay. And this is the third hit, the thing of beauty. So there is an opportunity here. The fake here, oh, it's just it's a thing of beauty. It's textbook fencing. Beats the opponent's blade, goes underneath it, fakes to the high line, and then goes to the low line. She had a little rehearsal of it first. I didn't spot that in the live. That's why these slow motion replays are absolutely brilliant. But the last hit there from Tsay, getting her in to the lead. Underway in the third period. Tsay has gone on the only run of the match. And it's only 2 points, 4 and 5 for her. But it has changed the complexion of the match. Conrad needs to score 2 to avoid the shot clock coming into play in this third period. And that's the danger, getting when your A game is not to pressure opponent. You can step in too close. And the deadly change of direction from Tsay, which we talked about right at the top, is coming into play now. Tsay very much in control of this fight. Ooh, that's a lucky one, you have to say, because Conrad missed a flash attack. It was beat out the way, it was blocked by Tsay. Tsay just couldn't get her point back up into line, so remise gives Conrad a 5th hit. Well, not allowed to stop a fight unnecessarily, and that's why the referee just had a little word with Conrad. She's all my body wire clip. There's a wire that runs underneath the jacket into the weapon and connects to that string out the back. That's what makes the whole thing work. And there's a clip that locks the body wire into place and it'll come undone. See, again, distance too close. Conrad closing the distance without actually going for her opponent. I mean, to be fair, Tsay's keeping her at bay with these flicks over the top. Over the top of the guard. Conrad's just being lured into distance. She has to launch something from around about this kind of distance. She can't get closer. Right, now she's got Tsay pinned in. This is where she needs her. Now we need to see the attack coming from Conrad, but where is it? The right intention this time. The execution wasn't there. Beautiful parry as well. Septime, for those in the know, a low line parry across the body. the momentum very much with the athlete from Hong Kong, China. She scored 5 of the last 6 hits, and with that, we get a medical break. I don't think we're going to get a clock on this, although the blue lights on the scoring apparatus suggest that the medical clock must start. Athletes can get 5 minutes, and you can see that wrist is very heavily strapped for Emili Conrad. It could, though, be an opportunity, a bit of gamesmanship, just to stop the flow of the match. It's well within the rules. Break up the rhythm of your opponent. And I can tell you that the medical timeout clock has started. It's only just started, but that means that Emili Conrad can't call for that same injury again within this fight. She's taken out a little bit of that potential weaponry in the but she is here in the gold medal match, and she's very much in the box seat. It was the neutral athlete Larkina who took her to 11-11 and a priority minute in the quarterfinals, which say one sudden death, first one to hit basically when you get to a priority minute. Step by step, Conrad is moving in the right direction. When she first found herself behind, she was getting into distance without doing anything, and her opponent was scoring the hits. Then she started to land doubles, so she was actually getting a hit at the same time. So this is going the right way. Exploration done, and it's worked. She had a couple of forays there to look at what her opponent was doing, and then landed the real attack. There was the end of one of the fake attacks before a nice little change of line there. She ended up finishing in the right line, but put an extra bit of blade movement in there. Solid signs from the Ukrainian. Problem is, Say's already adapted. She's now ready for the fake attack, or second phase of the attack. She even jumped back a little bit to create that opportunity for what's called a closing counter. As the time ticks away here, inside 10 seconds, Conrad goes for the throw the kitchen sink approach at it. And that's really good time pressure from Say. The clock has got less than a second left on it. Well, there's going to be an argument here from Conrad that there was no hit, so the referee should have stopped the clock himself. If there's a hit, the box or the timer stops automatically. Messerschkoff did not feel the need to call halt, so he actually called the halt at the end of time, and that means that Say KAYLIN of Hong Kong, China goes through on time, 10 points to 8. There was a lot of energy conservation in that match for the athlete from Hong Kong, China, and she is through. She'll face the other Ukrainian, Anna Matvienko, in the final of the women's épée here at the Rhine-Ruhr 2025 World University Games. Well, that's the final action, and on review, you can see why the referee did not call halt there. He could separate all the actions the fencers were making. They didn't cross each other. There was no reason to call halt. A disappointed